to my channel. So today I am doing a very simple makeup look, but it's still very pretty and flirty and fresh and awake. I personally love this look for when I'm doing very quick, fast, easy makeup, but I still want to look nice. Also, like sometimes I just don't want to be doing the blending, the eyeshadow, the layers. I just fancy sometimes just doing a very simple, quick look, but I still feel like I look good. So if that sounds like something you want to achieve, then please keep on watching. First off, I am using the Revlon Photo Ready Skin Lights in Pink Lights. I'm only using this on my cheekbones as it is a face illuminator, but I'm only using it on my cheekbones just for the simple fact I don't want my whole face glowing. I just want these areas to glow. You can use this before foundation or after. It really does depend how subtle you want it. It's a subtle product anyway if you don't apply too much, but if you do it before your foundation, it's even more subtle and it just shines through very naturally. You can use it as a whole face primer, but I don't want that whole glow. I just want that area to glow. Today I'm using the number 7 essentially natural foundation. A bit of that with my damp Real Technique sponge and just get that on my face. I find this foundation is really good for everyday use. You can build it up, but it's good with just one layer as well. It just seems to cover it without making you look cakey. So that is kind of one layer. So you can see it definitely evens out my complexion a bit more, makes it a bit more how I want it. But I'm still showing up a few blemishes. So I like to take a little bit more in the areas that I think I need a bit more something going on. It's usually around here. This foundation is definitely buildable. It doesn't cake, which is great. The only thing I would say is the more you build it, you really have to build it in thin layers and not go in completely thick. Definitely do it in thin layers, which you should anyway with any foundation. But it doesn't go down well if you apply it just all at once. Next part is concealer time. I am going to use a few concealers. First off, I'm going to use the number 7 Instant Radiance. This is a brightening pen, so similar to the YSL one and a few others they do. So I'm going to literally just take that underneath my eyes. Then I'm going to use the Rimmel Wake Me Up, and this is in the shade Ivory. And I'm just going to apply that down there and the bits I want to brighten, and also to conceal. To brighten my, also because that colour is slightly too dark for me, I'm going to use the 17 Stay Time up to 18 hours. You don't need to use this much concealer, but that's just because the colour isn't a fantastic match, so I have to kind of mix them, and I usually do that on the back of my hand, but I haven't. And then just going to work them in. The Rimmel one's really good for my blemishes because it's practically my foundation colour, but it's not so great to highlight because obviously I need to go a shade lighter, otherwise it's just not going to work. Stay Matte Powder in translucent and a cosmetic wedge, and just set the under eye area. If you wonder where I'm looking, I've got my mirror there. I'm not baking, I'm just literally setting the areas which are going to crease and also come off first. I then take my Zoeva 127 and with the same powder, just make sure there's not too much powder going on there. I completely forgot to prime my lids. So I'm going to take some concealer again. I think I'll just leave it like that. I think it looks good. And then just blend that in with the sponge. And it helps just, you know, even out the discoloration that I have on my lids. And then I take that same powder and just set it. Just make sure everything is nice and set. Now I'm going to be taking my Stay Perfect No. 7 eyeshadow, that shade here. It's actually a single pot of this one, the trio they do. This is their Good, it's the middle shade of Good Earth. So it's the same one as that, but I've just got the single one. And then I'm going to take my Morphe G20 eyeshadow brush. And I'm just going to, I should probably move you closer. I'm literally going to take that and put it on my eye. A super pretty shimmery colour, but it's more of a sheen than an overly sparkle colour. One thing I love about this colour is that you can wear it in spring and like autumn. It's one of those browns that you can kind of get away with at any time of the year, which I love because I love brown eyeshadows. Then I take my Zoeva 228, which is a luxe crease, and I blend out that line. So we don't have just like, you see that one there, you can see the shape, and as to this one, you can blend it out. Just looks much more neater, naturaler. Is naturaler a word? We don't want any harsh lines. When I'm blending, I kind of blend in that shape there. I don't blend down, I blend and stop there. Just because I like that, like kind of that shape on my eye. My mind's totally got blanked what that is called, but it's more flattering on my eye shape. Now I'm going to be taking the Zoeva 231 Petite Crease, and I'm going to be taking from the Good Earth No. 7 trio, we're taking the bottom shade here, and I'm going to be applying that in the outer corner and then bringing it up to the crease, but literally keeping it to the outer. And again, following that same shape I described, instead of drooping it down, just bringing it out and then bringing it in like that. You kind of have to work with your eye shape, so depending on what eye shape you particularly are, because I have hooded eyes, I like to create that illusion that they're more open and awake. So try and follow the shape that you want to create to make it look nicer. So as you can see, when I do that, you can't see anything. So I need to bring that shape in so you can see what's going on in there, otherwise it would droop it down even more, which you don't want. These shadows blend so well, you kind of don't really need to bring in a blender brush, but I do just to soften it up a little bit more, just because they really do just seamlessly go together. And that's the only two shadows I'll be mainly using other than a highlight colour. You can of course use more, but just for me today I only want to use those two. Oh Lord, my fingers just gone in my new pen. I hate that when it happens. Now I'm going to be taking the Maybelline Big Eyes palette to use this middle colour here to highlight. I absolutely love this colour to highlight my inner corners at the moment. It's so pretty. It's just gorgeous. It really does make the inner corners pop. I also like to take a tiny bit on the brow bone, just to say hi, I'm there. Woo. Absolutely love that highlight. Also going to be using a slanted body shop brush, can't talk, taking that bottom shadow and just running it across the lower lash line. This helps to join the makeup look together, because I find if I leave that bare, it looks a little weird in my opinion. On myself, I look at it and go, oh, it's naked. And then taking the Luxe Petite crease and just blending that up. And as you can see, it joins the rest of the shadow, so it's nice and blended. And that is the eye look complete. See how simple it was? It's so quick, and it just looks really nice, natural, pretty, makes your eyes look awake, which is what I want. Now I'm not going to do mascara, I'm actually going to bronze my skin, and I'm going to be taking my Hoola Benefit little tiny bronzer and my brush, the Zoeva Luxe Sheer Cheek, and this is perfect just to give my face that warmth that I need, because I look a little bit pasty without it. You see this side starting to warm up, starting to warm my complexion up, and then this side's just like, I'm dying. I won't be contouring today just because I just feel like that isn't so much everyday look. I think that's more of a going out look for me. Unless I particularly want my face to look very structured, I stick with just the bronzing, because that kind of defines my face anyway if you go in the right places. So that just really helps just to warm up my complexion just a little bit. Then, because I already applied that highlight, you can see the glow is coming through. You can of course apply a little bit more on top, which I will show you what that's like. If you just want that extra something, okay, just extra glow. That one's still glowy, but this one's just like, whoa, like hi. And then you can run that everywhere else that you wish to. I do like a little bit just in there, just kind of helps slim down that area a little bit, just makes it look nice. Then for blush, I'm using my Tarte Amazonian Clay 12-hour blush in Captivating, just that one there. And the NARS contour brush, this is the, it actually does have a number on it, the 21, and just bringing that up here I find adding blush really does bring my face to life and just be like, hi, I am alive. And then after that I take my finishing brush then, and this is when I like to just blend everything together, making sure that everything is nice and seamless. It really helps to make everything seamless and nicely blended. Then taking my eyelash curler and curling my lashes. Then going to be taking my Rimmel Supercurler mascara, and this is an extreme black, and I really do love this mascara as an everyday mascara. I think it just really works well as an everyday. Yes, I am doing the mascara face. I would actually love to see people if they could do the mascara without doing that face. I can't do it. If you can, give yourself a pat on the back. In a minute. Then I'm going to apply just a little second coat without my hair getting in there. What's it doing? So as you can see, it's a lovely, flattering, everyday mascara. It just brings your eyelashes and your eyes awake and to life. Then I'm going to do some lip gloss. No lipstick, just the gloss. This is the Tanya Burr lip gloss in Chic or Chic, I'm not sure which one. This one is so, so pretty. It's like the perfect nudie pink lip gloss. I love it. And what's surprising is it stays on for so long for a gloss. Then just going to finish off using a like a MAC Fix Plus dupe. So it isn't what's in the bottle, it's just my own version of the spray. Just takes away the excess powders. So yes. So that is my everyday simple makeup look. I hope you have enjoyed. I just love this makeup look. It just brings me to life, makes me look like a real person again, and gives me confidence. I keep looking over there, I'm so sorry. So if you've enjoyed this video, then please do give a thumbs up. Subscribe if you want to see more videos. Drop me a comment below. How many ums do I need to say? But you get the gist. Connect with me on Twitter, Instagram. My links are down below, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye everyone.